Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic. Back to you again with the most celebrity reading. This time it's on Sabrina Carpenter, Camila Cabello, and Shawn Mendes, because there's apparently a love triangle that I had no idea existed. So you haven't seen my last Sabrina Carpenter reading. I'll put a link to it up here. Her album just came out, short and sweet. Was not a big fan of it, to be honest. I felt like we got duped. I thought we were going to get espresso, and we got country folk Taylor Swift 2.0. It was giving Gummy Smile. Was not really here for it, but that's okay. Kind of. I'm a little upset about it. I'm not gonna lie. Did you guys like the album? Anyways, in my last reading, I actually said that Sabrina Carpenter wanted to do something iconic like Kiss a Girl, and she just did that in her music video for Taste with Jenna Ortega. A little raunchy, a little outrageous, and you should probably expect a Britney moment for her. She wants to go shock and awe. Like, think like Gaga meets Britney. She wants a Gaga Britney moment. Is she performing at the VMAs? Because that would be an amazing time to do something like this. But she wants to shock the girls. She wants to make people uncomfortable. There's something she likes when, like, middle America is bitching about. Like, you know how, like, they get mad, like, two girls kissed or whatever. Like, that's, like, the type of stuff. She wants to stir the pot. So, she's a little mischievous, which is good. I think people are really gonna like that. I think her album is gonna be raunchier than people realize. So that is something extremely specific that is very random and niche that I nailed that nobody else was talking about. So y'all have to hate on me, but I be giving y'all tea before it even happens in the most random ways possible. And I also was talking about the drama between her and Barry, and allegedly they have broken up. So I'm just saying. I got that right. So let's go ahead and get started and look at this love triangle and see what the hell's going on, because I had no idea. Apparently this album's about both of them. So remember, these readings are all alleged for interpreters only, and let's get started. And if you guys like this, make sure you join the YouTube members. There's a link down below. You get access to exclusive readings, exclusive pick-a cards, and you can win a reading from me as well. There's celebrity readings on there and stuff that you can't get anywhere else. Pick-a cards, like I said, $5, $10, $15 tier. Go check it out. All right, so let's do them in the row in which they're here. So Sabrina, Camila, Shawn. Okay, how does Sabrina feel about Camila? How does Camila feel about Sabrina? And then how does Shawn feel about Sabrina? How does Shawn feel about Camila? Okay. Let's move these down so you guys can properly see. Okay. So Sabrina shows up as the magician. That makes sense, right? The magician is communication. That's where all the energy is. That's like what, like her album just dropped. She's been saying a lot in her music, speaking her mind. I think that's really how she feels. Like, I think that's how she gets through her stuff, is through her lyrics and things like that, and through singing and talking. I do think she talks a lot of shit behind closed doors. But magician is also, like I said, makes sense. She's on top of the world right now. It makes sense that her voice is the loudest. And that she wants to tell her side of the story. She feels like her side was never told, and so now she's telling it. Now, Camila showed up as the Five of Swords, which is a little bit of pettiness. It does seem like Camila has done some petty things to both of them. I also see that as issues with, like, timeline. Like, Five of Swords is always, like, an issue with, like, my details, which means that she seems to omit a lot of details in a lot of what she's done or why she's done things. So I would say when it comes down to their stories, Camila's has some holes in it. Now, Shawn Mendes, Miss Mendia, he is the Ace of Cups reverse, which tells me that I don't think he loves himself, so how the hell can he love anyone else? So do I think that he genuinely has feelings for either of these two? No. And I don't think he ever did, to be honest. I think that's bullshit. Ace of Cups, the only way you could say that is if he has, like, fallen out of love with someone, but I don't think that happened. I think that he just doesn't comprehend love. Now, the way Sabrina feels about Camila. So what's interesting here is it's the King of Swords reverse. She totally blames the men. Sabrina is like, it's the men's fault. King of Swords reverse. I will say she does talk a lot of shit, though. Magician and King of Swords, I think Sabrina talks a lot of crap all the time. I mean, you can see it in her lyrics, but I think in real life too. She be talking that shit. And to be honest with you, I think she's super clever and witty. Does she have Gemini in her chart? So I do think she hits the hardest. But she also kind of blames him. I think for her, she's kind of just like, this man is really not that great. I don't understand why you like care that much. He's not that great. Fuck him. Like, she just wants to shit all over the men. Like, that's like her whole brand. But the Eight of Pentacles is about a lot of effort. And that's Camila and Sabrina. The Eight of Pentacles. So Camila feels like Sabrina's just doing this for a career. Like, she doesn't understand. Like she's like, oh, you're just doing this for a career. Like, you're literally just like whatever. Which is ironic because Camila is the queen of doing things like that for her career. So it's like kind of ironic that she's like kind of saying that. It does feel, to me, I would see that more as like projection. But what's interesting is I do think Camila wants to be cool with Sabrina. Again, she has this like, I've noticed this pattern with Camila every time I read her where she almost like idolizes a lot of other women and then kind of wants to be like them. So I think there's just like this like awkward energy in her where there's like a part of her that kind of idolizes Sabrina and thinks she's kind of like cool. But it's like coming across weird and inauthentic, and it's going to push a lot of girls away. I think this is why she has trouble with making friends that are girls. Here's what I'll also say. There's a part of her that feels protective over Shawn for some weird reason. And the Eight of Pentacles is her being like, there are certain lines that I won't cross with him, and I don't like that you're crossing those lines. It's almost like she's protective over him and doesn't like that Sabrina doesn't care and is like, I'll say whatever the hell I want to say. I'll go all the way, you know? For instance, you know, in one of the songs that is allegedly about him, there's, you know, the grinder notification. It's sampled in the song. And, you know, I think there's a lot of things that Camila like won't cross, some lines that Sabrina will, and she doesn't like that. Now, the way he feels about them. So, Shawn Mendes and Sabrina, star reverse. Again, he kind of just did this for attention. He wanted to date her for attention. He thinks that she's an attention whore, and he just sees this as like a clout moment. Pot me kettle. You literally got with her right after you broke up with Camila, and you made a whole spectacle of it. What did you expect? So to be honest with you, I think Sabrina beat you at your own game, and you're mad about it. So there's that. Because look, the star being reversed is like him being like, oh, she's a fame whore. Well, so are you. Like, what? Like, she just got more success from it than you did. So you're mad. Now, when it comes to him and Camila, the Six of Swords is reversed, which to me is like an unwillingness to change. So there's a feeling of, there's like this feeling of like, what's the word? Like, yeah, he won't change. Yeah, like there's no semblance of change, but I also see that as like him feeling like Camila is one way for the internet and one way in real life. So he feels like she's not authentically herself in the public eye. Like, the public doesn't really know who she is, and that bothers him because he feels like she plays innocent when she's nothing of the sort. And so there's like, yeah, I know I need to change, but nobody really knows who you really are either. So he's definitely angry at her, definitely still mad at her. I do think with the Five of Swords, I understand why he feels that way. I think for her, I don't know if she's, I think that she feels protective over him and also understands why he's mad at her. I want to look Sabrina and him and Camila from the opposite end. Okay, so Sabrina doesn't really give a fuck about him. She thinks that he's emotionally unavailable, cold, calculated, and a whiny baby. She doesn't care. Like, King of Cups reverse is like a giant adult baby. Like, she just thinks he's a toddler. And then Camila is a Ten of Wands, which says that she feels like he's a giant burden, and it was a burden release to break up with him. And she just feels like there's too much to take on. Like, he is almost like he's just a ball of feelings and emotion and doesn't know how to get out of it. She's almost like a mother figure in that instance, where she's just like, it's like the weight of the world, like having to protect him, having to heal all his trauma. Girl, what did you expect dating a man? Oh, let me not say that. I was going to say, what did you expect dating one of the girls? But it is what it is. Anyways, let's keep going. Ten of Cups reversed. Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so Sabrina got a little bit of a taste of success and she's kind of drunk on it. I do think she's going to piss off more people. I know I said in my last video that she was going to do something crazy at the VMAs. She might still do that. The VMAs are coming up. But this 10 of Cups is reversed, which is like pissing off families and pissing off like a lot of like people and something that's not safe. Something that'll advance my career. I still see something bold, another bold moment coming from Sabrina. Something where she's not playing it safe. It's very risque. It's very raunchy. Emperor reverse, 5 of Pentacles, and 4 of Cups. Like, girl, I think the kiss with Jenna Ortega was just the tip of the iceberg. Are you going to kiss somebody else, girl? Like, what else is going on here? 4 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and Emperor reverse is like losing control and learning from those who came before me. So like referencing another iconic pop culture moment or another performance and doing something crazy, like when Britney took her clothes off. Like there's some sort of crazy thing that she's really wanting to do. Strength card reverse, 8 of Cups and 2 of Wands. I still see what I saw before where it's like there's the you know how the album is like short and sweet and there's like the good side and then I still see the bad side. Like I wonder if the deluxe is going to be like raunchier, like a devil, like angel and devil, like someone more sexual or whatever. Because there's something I'm seeing like a little sex kitten era for her coming up here soon. Not this one, the next cycle. Yeah, look, the Queen of Wands. Like I'm not as sexy as I want to be. I'm cutesy right now, but I'm not as sexy as I want to be. She definitely wants to sex it up a little bit more. It's Charlie XCX's impact, huh? The brat impact. High Priestess reverse, Empress reverse, and Judgment. Oh yeah. You know how like Miley Cyrus scared all the moms off? Like that's the type of vibe that she's really looking to channel. She wants moments like that. Her and Chappell Roan are kind of both neck and neck here with trying to make pop culture fun again. I will say she thinks that Camila Cabello is like kind of like, she also thinks she's kind of like a boring mom and cringy. Yeah, I think she just finds her kind of like, wah, wah, wah. I will say, you know what's so funny? Sabrina Carpenter is like a gay man in a woman's body. That she reads as like a gay man to me, which is kind of funny because she's been, you know, the guys that she's been with, you know, but she reads as like a gay man in a woman's body. I kind of love her for that. As someone who's a straight woman in a gay man's body, I'm like, girl, we need a body swap. So I'm a straight woman in a gay man's body, you're a gay man in a straight woman's body. How'd it happen? Knight of Pentacles reverse, Page of Wands, and 7 of Wands. Oh, girl. I think there's like some other bonus track or whatever. I see some sort of diss track coming out of nowhere. And I see a collab where she might be dissing someone as well. This girl's here to stir up drama. Sabrina Carpenter is here to stir up drama, and I'm here for it. I may not have like the album, but there's more where that came from. And this girl is ready to poke every bear and laugh about it. She's a little shit stir. Is there Gemini in her? Because I relate. I'm going to leave it there. So remember, these readings are all legend for interpreters only, okay? Join the YouTube members. It's linked down below. Good luck. Girl, it's a messy bitch that live for drama. I love her. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Come on, Miss Sabrina Carpet.